What's up, guys, and welcome to FontaineBleau Las Vegas 2024 update by Bright Sun Films. I'm watching this because I haven't been to Las Vegas in about a year. I used to go 4 times a year, which, hey, lit. But haven't been this year, or well, I guess last year, because I've been a little busy trying to start some things up. Let me tell you, so I've stayed at Aria, I've stayed at Vidara, I've stayed at Venetian, I've stayed at Palazzo, I've stayed at the Virgin, I've stayed at Planet Hollywood. So I've been up and down the strip. I've also been inside of each and every one of these resorts. Well, except for Tropicana, because ew, gross. But, so I love Las Vegas. I've been there a lot. I've done a lot. I've done almost everything there is to do in Vegas. But I have not gone to the FontaineBleau because it has just opened. I distinctly remember last time I was there, me and my little bro, we were walking from Circus Circus up to Resorts World. And this whole time we're just looking at this big, ugly blue building. It's just like, oh my gosh, that is such an ugly eyesore. Like, wow, I can't believe they don't just demolish that thing. And yet, this whole time they were actually fixing it. So, interesting. I watched his old video. I suggest you do the same. But let's watch the 2024 update for the FontaineBleau Las Vegas.
What's up, guys? My name is Jake. I was recently browsing through some movies on a streaming platform where I came across some new, apparently very bad Mark Wahlberg movie. And in the background of the cover photo, I noticed a very familiar abandoned structure. It's what used to be the FontaineBleau Las Vegas, a resort hotel that I covered.
Oh, he says fountain. Isn't Jake French Canadian? I don't know, but I'm gonna stick with FontaineBleau because I think it sounds better. So
all the way back in 2021, after it had already been sitting in the north end of the Las Vegas Strip for over 13 years. It's obviously hard to miss, now appearing in the background of blockbuster movies in its abandoned form. After seeing this, it got me thinking about what happened to it. And to my shock, quite a lot of progress has actually been made. So much so that the FontaineBleau Las Vegas is actually now open. So I hopped on a plane to go see what this formerly abandoned resort looks like today, just a few months after it had opened to the public. This is the 2024 update for the FontaineBleau Las Vegas. For nearly 17 years, this towering blue structure has been a ghost on the Las Vegas.
17 years of just ugly, unfinished, like, oh my gosh, that is so long for this eyesore to just be there. God dang, man, that's such a long time. And I mean, if again, watch his old videos so you can see the history of this freaking resort. How many people have owned it? How many people wanted to change it? Like, it is ridiculous what this thing has gone through.
The Strip. If you recall, the project has been in various stages of...
Okay, let's look at this. There's the Strat, right? We love the Strat. Well, we don't love the Strat. I don't know why I said that. But there's the Strat. And then there's Circus Circus and FontaineBleau. And it's like, man, you're so far, dude. Like, you're just so far. All right, I like that name. That's for some reason I don't know why, but like the Drew sounds better than FontaineBleau or even Fontainebleau. The Drew, that's a nice name. I like that.
Had just been purchased by essentially the same developers who built the original structure. It was the Sofer family, and they had now purchased back what they originally built in 2007, and by extension, inherited the deal the last developer made with Marriott, who was...
Could you imagine if Vegas got a gigantic edition resort? Like, oh my gosh, that would have been nice. Oh my god, have you ever seen an edition hotel? Like, wow. Okay, JD Marriott, like, I mean, that's great too. But, like, Edition is like...
needed to come on as the resort's hotel operator. By October of 2021, though, Marriott had exited their grandfathered deal, leaving it to the Sofer family, which was now operating under the company name FontaineBleau Developments, to figure out what to do. A month later, in November, the developers...
Not the golden shovels, though! What? That's so tacky. Oh gosh.
Came out with their intentions for the property.
Ew.
They announced the FontaineBleau Las Vegas, Again, yes, that's right. The same company that initiated the dream
Oh, it
of a
is the yeah. I knew it was. Or I knew. I thought it was the one because I've been in Miami. I thought there's a Fontainebleau in Miami, and I was like, dude, this thing looks just like it's even got the same name. So it makes sense. But yeah, okay. If you've ever been to that Fontainebleau, I mean, it's fine. It's nice. It's like hella far up, like the Miami Beach. Like you want if you're going to Miami, like when you think Miami, you're thinking South Beach. Where the Fontainebleau, like, no, you get in the car and drive. It is far from like the fun of Miami.
Fontainebleau Resort in Las Vegas back in 2005 oversaw its partial construction, abandoned the tower after filing for bankruptcy, left it sitting there for years over various starts from other owners, has now repurchased the tower, and has announced the same hotel as they did nearly 20 years ago. This was the ultimate full circle moment, and I suppose it was a fitting use for the structure. I'll get into the amenities and the features of the property in a minute, but at the time of their announcement, they stated the hotel would be ready by late 2023. And in fact, work got going almost immediately, dreaming up the new vision of this 67-story, 9 million square foot building. Already, plans had diverted from their original concepts, starting with the elimination of a condominium element for the tower, while also reducing the total number of hotel rooms, allowing for larger categories as well as more suites.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Because you know what the best hotel in Las Vegas on the Las Vegas Strip is? Venetian Palazzo. You want to know why? Well, one of the reasons why because every single room is a suite. They are huge, beautiful and huge. But like, yeah, I mean the whole condo thing. It's like, look, you're competing with Wynn. You're competing with Venetian Palazzo. You're competing with Hilton, if you want to say that. Like that's you're kind of like I don't know. Yeah, that's a really good idea to get rid of the condo thing. 'Cause I cannot imagine why you want a condo at Fontainebleau. Like, as if you want to live in Vegas, you want to live on the Strip in Vegas, right? If you want to live on the Strip, you want to live like on the Strip. And this is not that. This is like way north. So yeah, that's a bad idea.
Totally new interior design scheme was chosen for the entire property, and that included the rooms, meaning anything already installed.
Oh wow, that's the old room. Oh my gosh, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like the vomit green throw pillow or throw blanket. I don't like the curtains that are checkered. I mean, I like the random splash of blue to give this dark, dingy room some color. Like this room looks like it smells like mildew. Like I don't like this. Also, it's like really small and everything is so close together and tight. Like I can't even like walk around. Yeah, that's a bad design. I don't like that.
The previous attempts to open the building would have to be removed and refitted. Along the strip, the long temporary exterior cladding that the city forced the Carl Icahn development to put up had finally been replaced by a more permanent facade. That was along with a large LED sign that complemented the massive Fontainebleau logo on the glass tower. Though that logo has already interestingly been taken down.
Why would you do that? That was like the only thing that distinguished you from like any other hotel. Like, why would you do that? Okay, whatever. But also, the large LED screen. I mean, man, I mean, that's like done. Like Cosmopolitan, like their entrance and their sign. Like, Resorts World entire like building facade is a screen. So like, I mean, okay, I mean, good for you, I guess. But like, can we do something? Can we be a little creative? Can we give this thing like some personality? Like make it stand out?
Speaking of which, the many broken panels of glass had now been all replaced, and the blue ghost was beginning to reanimate more and more by the day. Apart from a small fire on the roof,
Oh, that sucks.
construction moved along swiftly, this time without any serious delays or financial hardship. That's likely thanks to their largest investment partner, Koch Industries. Finally, on December 13th, 2023, the property was finished, and with a celebrity filled event, the fountain.
Yo, dude, they had Justin Timberlake open this thing like had the first performances like right in the middle of like all the Britney stuff like coming out. Like not like the bad conservative Britney stuff, but like the Britney stuff he did to her. He still did it. I don't know, but like man, Justin Timberlake like I don't know like is everyone else under contract with someone like why like wh- all right, I mean, I don't know, just that's not like exciting. It was like, oh yeah, I'm gotta make sure to be at the Fontainebleau. I gotta see. I mean, I'm dying to see Justin Timberlake, bro. It's like, who was saying that?
Blue Las Vegas had officially opened to the public. A few of you had sent me this news, and while I was keeping an eye on the
Oh my
project,
gosh,
I
I didn't want to say it before, but like that shot right there, it's
opened to
so.
the public. A few of
Oh
you
wait,
had
hold
sent
on.
me this
It's
news,
such
and
a
while I was
movie
keeping an eye,
theater, dude. Look at it. It looks like a giant like AMC. Like it looks like a big movie theater. Like it's so gray. Add some color, so like it looks like a movie theater. Like it looks like the Dolby Theater in or not in Los Angeles. Or I guess they changed the Crypto.com Arena. Or no, it does look like the Dolby Theater. Yeah, the Dolby Theater. I'm like, because that used to be the Chinese theater. Yeah, it's like
on
what
the
is this?
project, I was honestly surprised.
Oh my gosh, I love that entryway though, with the LEDs, the fountain, the backlighting, or the uplighting, the backlighting behind the FontaineBleau, and then I don't. It looks like the Dolby logo, that little thing next to it, but like that's nice. I like the fountain,
At the opening
the trees, a little dead, but
had finally happened after
canopy's
so
nice.
many missed deadlines. I was even more surprised to see the massive marketing campaign they were doing with the New York City New Year's ball drop, literally incorporating their logo
That's
into the
cool.
ball. Really, their marketing seems to be everywhere now, especially on the West
Good
Coast.
for them.
So I flew out to Las Vegas, for the first time in fact,
Love
and checked
Vegas.
into this old, brand new resort. So, upon entry, the
Oh, it's
porte
nice.
cochere had already been changed from the original design, which was in fact still standing when the renewal press conference was held. The new entrance is really welcoming and vibrant, as is the lobby, which has largely
Oh,
stayed the same.
wow, that's very MGM Grand. That lobby. Also, it's a little. There's like almost too much gold to where it's like gaudy, but like it's a little bland. Like it's gold and gray. Like okay, I don't know. Like it's not very like exciting or like interesting. Like it just. I wish maybe the flowers, like instead of that dark red, maybe that blue that was in like the picture of the old painting and like the old rooms. Like I don't maybe add some more color in here. Like it's so I don't know, especially because like Palazzo and Venetian are already giving like old time. I mean, even Bellagio too, like old timey, like way back when. I don't know, like what is this? Like, what am I even looking at? What is the design? Like, there's like a honeycomb at the check-in area. I don't know. I don't like it.
From the original design. It's still a large space in an oval shape, with large pillar like art pieces surrounding it. We checked into a Platinum
Okay,
King room,
they're
which
art pieces. All right, okay, I appreciate that, but all right.
takes advantage of the curvature of the
Again, when okay, what's it like? Do we not like color? Like it's just gray, dude. It's just gray. Like the floor is gray, the walls are gray, the ceiling's white, the couch is gray. Like it just is so like oh my, it's like all the fun got sucked out of here. Also, the TV's just like on the wall. Like this looks like a Hilton, or not a Hilton. This looks like a. I mean, it does look like a Hilton, but like it, man, it's so lifeless, and
tower and provides a lot of interior
it
space. I
does.
actually really like the design of this room, and it's a far cry
You
from the
do.
original.
Okay. Oh man, yeah, it's like it's just so gray and like the colors are so dark and muted. I mean, I like the orange book on the table to just add something, but oh man, yeah, I'm not feeling it. It's just not very exciting. It's not very luxurious feeling either. It's very just I don't know. It's just kind of bland. It's very bland.
iMac adorned guest rooms from the first design. This is cozy, clean, and has many modern and luxurious
I
appointments like two
guess.
sitting areas, electronically controlled lights,
No,
and
that's
floor to
good.
ceiling windows, which when I first walked in, I actually noticed were a little stained. That's probably
A
because
little
these
old.
panels of glass have been fixed on this tower for almost 2 decades, likely with little maintenance, which is an
Again, they could have
insane
cleaned
thought
them.
for a brand new hotel. Otherwise, the views were pretty great. The bathroom was also very
Nice. Okay,
luxurious, with
that's nice.
unbelievably soft robes and quality real materials everywhere, as well as little bow ties from the Fontainebleau brand cleverly
Oh, it's a
snuck in.
bow
I
tie.
honestly really
Okay.
like this room a lot, and while it
Oh,
did come in at a cost
that
of
mirror.
400,
That what? Damn. No. Wow. But I was about to say that mirror was giving Disney, but then like $430. for the FontaineBleau, bro. It literally, when I'm literally looking at Encore, like why $430 when I'm quite literally looking at a better hotel for the same price. Like that's a slap in the face. That's crazy.
$130 with tax, I think it can be a great value on other.
Look how far it is from anything interesting, dude. That's how far Circus Circus, the Strat, this thing, and Resorts World are. They are far. Like if you're going to Las Vegas and you're like, I want to stay in the Strip. I want to stay on the Strip, right? You want to stay in like Bellagio. You want to stay in like Cosmopolitan. You want to stay like the ones I mentioned, Wynn, Encore, Palazzo, Venetian. Or if you want to party, you want to stay at Flamingo. You want to stay at the Link, right? Okay, but like, why am I going to go all the way up north to pay? Like that's so much money. Like, and if I'm staying here for almost $450, if I'm staying here for that much money, there better be like all the other resorts, at least the expensive ones. They all have like hella stuff to do. They've got stores, they've got restaurants, they've got shows, they've got activities, they've got attractions, arcades. Like there's stuff to do. They've got conservatories. They've got like there's stuff to do, right? And there's stuff to look at. So, like I said, I've never been to FontaineBleau. I've just walked past it. There better be hella amenities at the FontaineBleau to justify that price. Because again, like you're a brand new hotel, right? And what do you want? You want customers. You want people to come stay with you. You're pricing out like a lot of people, especially in like this economy. Especially like you want people to come like gamble their money, their hard-earned money in this economy, and then you're gonna charge $430. Like, what are we doing? Do we not want customers? Do we not want people to come spend money at the FontaineBleau? That's crazy. That's a crazy price. That's more than Resorts World. Like you could stay that you could stay at like the Crockford at Resorts World for like $150 like during the week. So like what 430? What are you doing? Even if we want to go expensive, I've seen the Crockford for like 300 a night. Like that's crazy. That's crazy, FontaineBleau. You better be caked up with amenities and like stuff to do.
Where it can get as low as $295, with the lower tier rooms that have similar appointments
How
at
nice that is.
$160.
Bro, get out of here, Jake. What are you doing, man? Hell no. Look at this room, bro. This room is 160. It's got a nice, it's got the nice mirror. It's got personality. It's got a great color tone, color palette. Like this is nice. This is really nice. Paid over double this. A gray? Like, I'm getting some space, I guess, but like, man, I'd rather stay in this one, especially when this money could like literally go to anything else to do in Vegas. Like, I don't know why you chose this room, but like, there's so much more you could do with that extra like 3 something in or 2 something in Vegas. Like, that kind of hurts to see like that you. I don't know why you did that. Right.
At that price, it's a genuinely good product. Now, this is
Yeah.
just one room.
Well, no, again, because if that's like the base room, again, you could stay at like that room alone, like even if we want to talk like off strip, because I call this off strip because it is the Virgin, you could stay in a room like that with much more color, with like much more air, and it's got a beach club, and like there's hella stuff to do at the Virgin. You could stay there, bro, during the week, bro. You could stay there for like $30 a night. Like it's crazy, man. Versus this 150, or even if you wanted to stay on strip, dude, go to Planet Hollywood, go to Paris. Like, why are we going to the FontaineBleau? It is so far away and it's so expensive. Go to Bally's or the Horseshoe, bro. Literally go to the Horseshoe. It may smell like cigarettes, it may have fog, but like, okay, you don't want that. Okay, go to Paris. Connected to the Horseshoe, like go to Paris. Like, go. Why would you do this? Why would you do this?
Staggering 3,644 across the entire resort. Truly a mind-bending number, though about at par with other mega resorts in Vegas. Now, walking around the first 3 floors of the property,
dude, that looks like the intro. That looks like the lobby or the entranceway to the Palazzo, dude. Like, I mean, without the Palazzo's character and like design, like this is just like empty. Also, this it looks like there's supposed to be a store over there. It's just empty too. Like, that's unfortunate.
The majority of the amenities are located. It's hard to tell what the original plan was compared to what's here now. In all honesty, they've actually done a pretty great job at making the space.
That's a pretty small center bar. Also, there's no like. Okay, it's fine to not have like games on like the center bar, but one, two, three, four, maybe five seats one side, so 10, and then like maybe three on each. So there's like 26, maybe 30 seats at the center bar. Did we not think about that, or like why? Come on, it's very small.
Feel purpose-built for a 2024 market. However, we were walking around phone in hand with the original blueprints, trying to piece together what once was. So, when referencing back, the overall picture begins to get a lot more clear, as most of the larger spaces are essentially the exact same.
That looks like Planet Hollywood to me. I mean, that looks like Planet Hollywood like with more lights. They're lit up better, I should say. Like the floor, just it looks like Planet Hollywood, except it's not a heart bar in the center. It's a tiny little oval.
At least in terms of layout from the original
That's
plan.
nice.
Spaces like the main casino floor, which still have a central bar area as well as 2 sets of escalators. It also has the
So like Planet Hollywood, yeah. Also, if we want to go there, kind of like Cosmo, but just bigger, like a lot bigger. But
exact
you know,
same
it's
second
fine.
floor layout. Now, some retail and dining
Oh, see,
spaces
there we go, dude. There we go. Now that we've got personality, we've got color, we've got plants. That's nice. I'm liking the blue on the couch, like that. That's nice. Either that's a lounge or that's a restaurant. I don't think it's a bar. That's nice.
have been switched around, though others haven't, like the sportsbook area,
That's pretty
which
sweet.
is still in the same place.
Those chairs are like hella nice too.
Which, on a side note, it is the most luxurious sports bar I think I've ever seen, with a full lounge of real Ames chairs, which is just insane. Now, there is also just
Oh, come on, man. That's giving movie theater, dude. I don't know. Maybe, like, instead of this empty grayness, maybe add, like, I don't know, like, advertise, like, put Justin Timberlake up there or something. Or, just, I don't know, literally put something, but just not empty gray.
a lot that still needs to
Also, kind of looks like there's giant birds sitting on it. I don't know what those things are. like over, like, their screen, looks like there's giant birds up there.
be filled out, like the originally planned retail along Las Vegas Boulevard. Really, the whole facade along the iconic street is a lot less flashy than what was
That's what that was supposed to look like? Yo, that's awesome. We need to, whatever you're doing, stop it and just build that. That's nice.
first proposed. Also in need of tenants is the shopping district on the second level. There were only a few luxury storefronts in an otherwise drywall-lined space that had very few customers perusing. Though layout-wise, it's almost exactly the same as the original concepts. Now, upon opening, the pool area wasn't accessible yet. Though
Wait, okay, wait. Was it not finished? No. What did that sign say? Hold up.
original concepts. Now, upon opening,
Opening spring 2024. Before I say what I have to say, let me hear the reason.
the pool area wasn't accessible yet. Though it too looks very similar to the original
Oh, you
7
say that's another, like, FontaineBleau, your pool, okay, your pool's like tiny. Before I even get to that, there are like 6 heated pools in on the Las Vegas Strip, right? You could have made it 7. That would have given you a huge incentive to go to your pool or to go to your hotel, right? Like, man, I'm in the winter, like I'm here in Vegas, I don't want to go to the pool. It looks like either there's one bar to the right, or there's one in the top center, and maybe that's a bar too. So okay, you got 2 bars, and like that's sweet. But like, people do like swimming in the winter. And Las Vegas doesn't necessarily get that cold. I mean, it does, but not like all the time. But like having a heated pool, it would just giving you something to like, oh, that's something, none of the other hotels have. Oh, FontaineBleau has that, so I'm gonna stay there, right? But no, you don't. So like it just like why again, I'm trying to find reasons to stay here, and I just don't have them.
acres of outdoor space that was planned, along with an almost identical pool layout. The convention center is also quite similar, especially in design. In fact, the building it's housed within has the exact same exterior styling to what was originally built back in 2007. Obviously, the vast interiors have changed, but the bones of it all are largely the same, including this truly unbelievably large.
Wow, I like that giant art piece, and I like it. I also like the roof, how it changes to that, like, I don't even know what to call it. Maybe bespoke, not bespoke, but like that roof or that ceiling is very nice.
Conference center.
Even the structural support for the escalator they decorated. It's very nice.
lobby with the
But
tallest
again, it's so beige and like this looks like I'm in like DC. Like this looks like this looks like I'm on like the mall in DC. Like it's just big concrete emptiness, you know? Like that's just kind of what this looks like.
escalator I think I've ever laid eyes on. But while the average person might miss or not be able to identify the long history behind this building, that conference center building might actually be the clearest visual sign as to how old this structure really is. Other than the exterior cladding, which does look to be in good condition, as does the interior parking garage, the roof actually begins to reveal some history. Installed back in 2007, the air conditioning units and other machinery are clearly showing signs of rust and weather. It makes sense, as these metal units have been sitting out in the desert for well over a decade. Same with the roofing material below, as there is a pretty clear distinction between what was originally laid and what had to be repaired after all of this time in patches. That's all a pretty clear identifiable mark of this building's history. Other than this though, the structure looks really great. I honestly went into this thinking that the space
Oh my god, it's just so empty. And I'm not even talking to people. Look, the walls are just empty, white and brown. The ceiling empty, white. The carpet white. It's just so like sterile and undecorated.
we're going to feel awkward and dated and layout, while not really knowing what to expect with the quality of the design. While there definitely are spaces in here that feel empty and a little strange, I honestly, overall,
That's a nice cafe. That cafe looks like I don't know. But it's nice. Good for you. I like the flowers up there too. This is nice. This is drawing me in. Like I want to go to this cafe and I want to see what they have. I want to taste. I want to smell. You know. But like everything else is like just nothingness.
really like this resort. I honestly thought the interior design was really well executed, with a lot of detail, luxury finishes, and quality spaces, especially when considering their core bones were designed in 2006. There are plenty of restaurants and bars, most notably this one, called Nowhere, which is one of the most beautiful bars I have ever seen that has plush seating, a full jazz band, and even a pool table. However, it took a lot to get to this point, as the often reported budget comes in at a staggering $3.7 billion. But even that number doesn't tell the whole story. According to Las Vegas Weekly, they interviewed FontaineBleu's VP of Entertainment, who said, quote, "The number that's out there doesn't take into consideration what was spent on the first go-around. To build this asset with today's money would be something like $10 billion.
Dude. Oh my god. The sun literally just came out. But like, damn. Look, alright, look. Resorts World, can we talk about that? Resorts World does not make money. Okay, I'm sorry. You know what else doesn't make money? The Virgin. You know what I don't consider on the strip? Resorts World and the Virgin, because they're so far. Now let's start with Resorts World, because that's basically what this is. Resorts World has, what, 2 towers, and it's got a cheaper, like, budget. It's got like a more expensive, like, you know, it's got a lot going on. I like Resorts World. A lot of people don't like it because they think it's a big mall. I like that it's a big mall. Like I think that's cool, and I think their beach club. Oh, damn, their beach club, bro. I'm forgetting the name for some reason though. Their beach club was like one of my favorites. It was cool. But yeah, man. I mean, Resorts World. Yeah, it's kind of like. I mean, to me, it's like a big oval. It is like a big mall. It's very empty feeling. Like again, like Resorts World. The thing about Resorts World, it has a lot of color. It has a lot of lights. It has a lot of, I mean, advertising. Yeah, but I mean, it's just there's a lot of things you can look at, a lot of things you can take pictures in front of or of. There's a lot of art. Like there's hella elephants too. You know, like there's a lot of things that draw you into Resorts World. Even if you're like, man, damn, that's like really far from like the stuff I want to do on the strip. But hey, like, got a good price and there's really good stuff to do there, you know. But like, unless I like missed it, I guess. But like, is there anything here? Like, I mean, there's a cafe and there's a pool that's closed. So like, I'm sorry, FontaineBleau. Like, what is drawing me to FontaineBleau? Especially for I won't go for the $430 ones because. Let's go for 160, especially at 160. That's like, man, that's like a week at like the Horseshoe. And if we don't want like smoke, if we don't want fog, that's like That's like a good night at Aria, or like 2 nights at, or well, 2 night, yeah, 2 nights at Verdara. Like that's like 2 nights at Planet Hollywood. That's like 3 nights at Flamingo. It's like why? I just don't know. And there's so much more to do with those hotels. Like why would I go all the way up Strip to be across the street from Circus Circus? Like I'm just not. I'm not feeling you, Fontainebleau. Like I'm sorry, girl, but like I need you to do a little bit better. Like I'm sorry. Like put your leg out. Like hike the dress up. Do something. Like this is not interesting. Like you are. And you took so long to build, like, dude, this whole time were you not like, let's maybe not do the things we chose to do in 20, like, 13, or, yeah, 2013 or whatever. Maybe that was, like, maybe we could update it, maybe do something a little more interesting. No, let's just keep it the same. It's like, okay, well, maybe there was a reason you didn't finish it in the first place. Like,
There's no resort on the Strip that's close.
that's crazy. Like, that is, okay, getting back to my point, that is so expensive. So, yeah, Lost, or FontaineBleau, or, damn it, Resorts World and Virgin already don't make money. They're cheaper than you, and they're closer to the Strip. And you cost $10 billion. So if they're not making money and nobody's staying at them, what are we doing with Fontainebleau? Like, what do you think is going to happen with you? Do you think people are going to come to you for your tiny little pool? Do you think people are going to come to you for your, like, 2 restaurants? Like,
So it's very possible that this property has become the most expensive resort in the area. Honestly, it's likely one of the most expensive hotels in the entire world,
oh my
certainly in
god.
all of America. But while what they have to show for it so far is impressive, was it
Is it
several
though?
billion?
Oh my god, look how empty this is. Dude, like, put a tree in the middle, man. It's so empty, dude. Like it's so empty. And yeah, no people, but like it just there's nothing to look at. There's nothing like Instagram. There's nothing to like make content of. There's nothing to enjoy. There's nothing to sit at. There's no seating. There's nothing. It's just empty. This is bad.
Color's impressive? No, and it's objectively not as popular as other resorts on the Strip. For instance, this was the madhouse that was
I mean, look at that. Even ignore all the people. Look at the color palette. Look at the I think they're flowers, like the glass flowers going across the ceiling. Look at the glass on the wall. Look at Hermes, how its entryway is like blue and pink. It's got like there's so much like to look at. There's so much niceness that's happening. There's so much that draws your attention in because they want you to come spend money because that's the point.
Bellagio at 6 p.m. on a Thursday in early February, while this was the Fontainebleau.
And then look at this, like everything is just like blue and like white. Like blue lighting everywhere from the LED screens, lame. And then you're like, all right, well, let's put purple up lighting so it matches the blue screens, lame. Like the entryway over at like, I don't know, the restaurant, like it just is like in the wall. It's just sunken in. There's no like sign. I mean, the sign is tiny, but there's nothing sticking out. There's no interest. There's nothing interesting. There's nothing that like you're walking, like the point is like you're walking through the casino floor. Wow, that caught your attention. You want to go over there and look at that, right? No, there's nothing in here that does that.
Around the same.
Which is kind of one of the things I felt about Planet Hollywood, which is like it just was empty. I'm saying that because that's the last place I stayed and I got sick. Well, no, I guess it wasn't last. I stayed in Planet Hollywood for like 3 days. I got sick, and then I stayed at Aria for 2 days, and that was amazing. While I was sick, that sucked. But yeah, man, it's just big and empty and like boring. And also the center bar, like while I did say it's tiny, seeing it in all this, like it looks so out of place with all those like plants. Because like everything in here is so like screen and like it's just so it just does not vibe. Like the feng shui is wrong. If if we wanted to say that,
Tough.
like
Things are a
I
lot
don't
more
like
quiet here. And it's the same story at Resorts World, formerly known as the Echelon,
See?
the other new resort on the north end of the Strip, which
No
also
kidding.
sat abandoned for years and was the topic of another video of mine. I also stayed there to see what it was like, and despite it being a similar price to Fontainebleau, it was substantially worse with a confusing design. In
What?
fact,
Wait, what? Worse and confused. Wait a minute. Let me think back to Resorts World. When you walk in, you're like in the center, and then it's like an oval. The mall is an oval, 2 floors, and then you can go into casino floor. Okay, all right, okay. when you go on the casino floor, it is like a gigantic like conference room. Basically, it's like a big rectangle, and all the stores and all the restaurants are like on the walls on the outside, and then you can walk through to get to like the beach club and like to the hotel rooms and all that. Okay, fair enough. I think maybe because it's so open and chaotic, maybe he doesn't like that. Which fair, okay. Because like, I mean, this one, if yeah, he said like this one, it was like a hallway, right? So okay, yeah. All right, fair enough. That's fair. I like the chaoticness. I like that you can. Well, actually, no, I don't. Because when we were there, like me and my little bro, we were there for what was that beach club? I do not know, girl. I do not remember. But we were seeing Calvin Harris, yes, and dude, it's weird because we're like naked, basically. You're like we're like wrapped in a towel and we're walking through the casino floor, and it's like this is I don't like that's weird. And like and then there's like other people. There was an F1 car that was driving through too, and it was like it's just so weird. Like everything happens on the casino floor, which like I mean I guess it's chaotic, it's interesting, it's fast paced, it's always entertaining, but like it's a little annoying. But yeah, like walking through the casino floor to the beach club. It was a little I don't want to say uncomfortable, but like it was a weird. It was a little odd. I'll give you that. I don't know about confusing, but well, okay, fair enough.
Indicative of a structure that was stalled and then completed with a dated core design. And if you take a look at the original concept for the hotel, the end result we got is
Dude, I like it, man. I like. I mean, I like. And what? I mean, do we need all those extra towers? Like,
pretty laughable. Aside from the
it's not
lackluster
laughable.
room and
Oh my god, look how much nicer that room is at Resorts World, bro. I don't. Me and Jake, we are not on the same design wavelength because like that's nice, man. The red accenting everything else. Like the TV is sunken into the wall, not just hanging off. Looks like it's about to fall. Or recessed lighting in the ceiling. Man, I like this.
hotel lobbies. The resort also has a shopping mall with a long concourse. It's very modern, very boxy, and very bland.
Jake. Okay. I don't see how you can say that's bland. You're not saying FontaineBleau bland, but that's fine. I'm not on the Resorts World like tourism committee. I just like these hotels. Like I love resorts. Like not Resorts World. I just love resort hotels. But like, I mean, Resorts World is bland in the sense that there's a lot of like light that's coloring the walls, the white walls, which adds some flavor, adds some interest. I like that. Yes, it is a gigantic, just open concourse, but it's like an oval. So like, well, I'm thinking oval in like the walkway at the top. Like it's an oval when you walk around, and at the bottom it's an oval. Not like I'm thinking of the walkway, not just the openness of it. But I mean, I guess yeah, yeah, okay, all right, fair, Jake, fair. I want to say bland. You can say bland. He can say bland. That's perfectly fine. I like it. I like it. I like Resorts World.
really just felt like a brand new dead mall.
It feels like this was built in like 2013.
Something that really does show its
Yeah.
age and lack of vision, adapted from someone else's original layout plan.
See, but look, I like that. It's like everybody in like a group project was trying to like outdo like their partners, right? It's like I like that. It's cool because like look at there's so much character and like which is what we're looking at right now. Like I like that. And yeah, those are just two ads, but you've got the neon lighting, you've got blue, you got pink, you got red. It just is character. There's interest. Like there's I didn't see any of that at Fountain Blue. It was just blue and white. So, but yeah, Resorts World, God, it is definitely a big mall. Like if you like malls, like go to Resorts World, go to Venetian, go to Palazzo. If you want like a resort, well, go to Venetian Palazzo for anything and everything. Like literally, just stay there. Like don't even think about it. But thinking of things to do, like I mean, if you don't want to shop and you don't want to gamble, like you do not want to stay at Resorts World because girl, it is so far from like everything you're gonna want to do down on the strip. You are not gonna do that. You are not gonna want to do that mile long walk because it is hell, bro. It is hell, and there's no shade, dude. It's just you and concrete, bro, for a mile. It is awful.
Sorry to turn that into a light Brights and Travels video, I just needed to vent. But as for FontaineBleau, I think the resort has a lot further to go, and the reaction of those who have stayed there and the locals are a little mixed. There's no doubt that it's an expensive resort that is not built out to its full capacity. People rightfully freaked out on their $21 nachos that featured just 6 individual chips.
Bro, who is this for? Oh my god! Oh my god. $21 fucking dollars for 6 chips? Are you stupid? Like, what's wrong with you? Why would you do that? Who is this hotel for? Who is this hotel for? Okay, you got rid of the condos for the rich people. Okay, whatever. Are there like super rich people? Are they like, you know what? I'm gonna skip Venetian. I'm gonna skip Palazzo. I'm gonna skip Wynn and Encore to go to FontaineBleau to spend $21 on 6 chips. What are we talking about? Who is this for? Again, you're trying to get people into your hotel so they stay, so they spend money, and yet you're like, well, hey, look, you can give me a $50 bill and I'll slap you in the face and you can go away. It's like, why would I do that? Like, there's nothing here that like is enticing the customer. There's nothing here that makes you want to stay here. Like, everything is like off-putting. From the ugly room to the prices to like how empty it is, how there's no shows. I mean, there's Justin Timberlake, I guess, but like, man, this is a downer, dude. I mean, thankfully it's open, I guess. I mean, I guess, yeah, you didn't demolish it or blow it up or whatever, but like, man, what a money pit. What a waste. What a waste. Like, this could have been so much better, dude. Like, you could have done so much. It could have been so nice. And it's so bland. Like, especially now that I'm thinking about like Ocean and like how kind of this tower looks like Ocean. And Ocean, New Jersey, Atlantic City. Ocean is so nice. Like, that is like you would think MGM built that, even though MGM built the MGM Tower, which is there too, and I forgot the B word oh my gosh, what is that hotel called? Whatever, MGM Tower at whatever the MGM thing is in Atlantic. Like, those are nice, dude. In Atlantic City, those are nice. And I'm looking at this, man. I'm like, this is just like, this is rude. This is like, look, hey, we finished it. You know Vegas, it's expensive, so just, hey, expect to come here to spend all your money. Like, no, I'm not. Why would I do that?
That, of course, changed rather quickly, though apparently you still can order the original dish, I guess as a joke. Otherwise, the standout was the food, as it was pretty good. But
fine.
like all of Vegas, offensively expensive, like this bottle of water costing me $6 alone. There might also be some trouble on the corporate side of things as well, with several executives quitting within 2 months of opening. In fact, 4 executives have already left their positions, which can't be good.
Oh, wow.
There are many retail spots that need tenants, and there is still no word on what will become of the rooftop bar area. But I think they have a very solid foundation to start from, and I hope this property evolves into something unique, as I think the design is really great. So much so that I would honestly like to see this brand expand further into other properties. Just maybe not start one and then abandon it and then come back several years later. But as for FontaineBleau Las Vegas, it seems as though they have ways to go before they make back their investment for this hotel. One that has been known for nothing but trouble, only for it to open as a brand new 17-year-old hotel. Thanks for joining me on this rather quick update on this infamous property. And if you want to support videos,
definitely follow Jake on Patreon. Man, FontaineBleau. Actually, no, you're not even gonna get that fancy wording here. No, we're gonna go back to Fountain. You don't deserve the fancy pronunciation because there's nothing luxurious about you. Like, I am so disappointed in FontaineBleau. Again, FontaineBleau Las Vegas does not know who it's for and is outpricing the customers it desperately needs. FontaineBleau Las Vegas is outpriced. That's the title of the video. FontaineBleau Las Vegas is outpricing the customers it desperately needs. Because this, I don't know who this is for. It's not unbelievably luxurious like Wynn, and it's aimed for like a super, super high end. It's not luxurious and like family friendly, and you can do so much like Venetian Palazzo. It's not a party hotel, so like Flamingo, like Link, like Dre's at Cromwell. It's not like shows like MGM Grand or like it doesn't. What is there to do here? Like, who is this for? I just don't understand who this is for. Like, this is, again, you want people to come stay in your hotel, Please price it, dude. I'm sorry. Look, $50 a night. Look, you may look cheap, whatever, man. You can look like Planet Hollywood. You can look like Flamingo. You can look like or Horseshoe. You look. It's fine. Okay, it's fine. You're on the north end of the strip. You ain't got nothing to offer. Look, lower your prices. People will come and they will spend money there. Hopefully, that's the point, right? But you are outpricing. You're pricing up here, and the people paying money up here, they don't want to go. They don't want to go all the way up north to the Fontainebleau. They want to go to Bellagio, man. I'm sorry. They want to stay at Cosmo, man. I'm sorry. They want to stay at Aria, man. I'm sorry. They don't want to go to you. Like, I'm sorry, girl. I don't. What are you doing? Again, girl, hike your leg up, hike that dress up. Like, you need to show something off. You need to make it enticing. I don't want to spend money on you. I'm actively disinterested in Fontainebleau because it just. What would you do there? Everything you'd want to do is at another place. And this place is so far, if you're going to stay there, you're either going to get your exercise in or you're going to Uber or Lyft. So, what's the point? Yeah, Fontainebleau, it's outpricing the customers it desperately needs, and that's just what I'm getting from this video. Thank you, Jake, and thank you for watching. I will see you next time in the next video. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.